Hello and welcome to this episode of Kennedy Saves the World. It's Monday. It's been a very big weekend. So I have to process things with my good friend, Big Jim Fela.
Jimmy!
So Jimmy, first of all, I have to confess something because
give it to me.
only one person noticed this. I didn't realize that on Saturday, they rerun Gutfeld before they have Fox News Saturday night.
Yes.
So on Friday's Gutfeld, I wasn't,
that's amazing. I know what you're going to tell me.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I wasn't wearing the same thing on two different days. You actually
That's amazing.
recorded your show 5 minutes before Gutfeld, and I had to sprint to the Gutfeld studio.
Can you
I didn't have
imagine?
time
So
to
you
change.
double outfitted. You double dipped.
Yeah.
Which again, okay, given the demand that you're in for, I mean, what stylist could possibly keep up with this many costume changes? Because you're like Madonna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just a little bit more drag.
Hey, but no, nobody cares. It's okay on our, honestly, I thought you were going to apologize for other things that happened on my show.
No, I was going to
kidding.
apologize for something that actually didn't make it on the show, which I'm quite
kidding.
relieved.
I'm kidding. No.
I'm relieved because
You stop
that's one of
it.
those things that it left my mouth, and I'm like, oh, we've gone too far now. Oh, I'm going to get a note.
No, you have that. There's no such thing. It's
From
comedy.
you, yes.
Yeah, but no.
Okay, now I have to go to my second topic.
Uh-oh.
Also comedy,
Mm-hmm.
because I need you to explain something to me, because I witnessed something last night that was very, very interesting. So my sexy teenage boyfriend, the tour manager, because that is the same person, because there was some confusion here for a little while. My sexy teenage boyfriend, tour manager, and his niece and I went and saw Nate Bargatze.
Yes, Nate Bargatze.
At UBS, and which is a giant arena where the New York Islanders play hockey. And your friend Mike Vecchione was one of the guest stars.
One of the openers,
who did a great set. And then he was there with some guy named Keith, who has a funny kind of Dutch last name, who was very funny.
Okay.
A heavy fella named Justin Smith.
Yep.
And then a guy, I think his name was Julian McCulloch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Julian hosted. I don't even know if that's his name. I'm doing
McCulloch, yeah, definitely.
all of this from memory. Not a swear word the entire show.
Yeah.
So I kind of expected it from the friends of Nate, because I know Nate doesn't swear.
Yeah, he's clean.
And it's actually more impressive doing what he does and making people laugh with, it's very Hemingway. It's very simple but effective comedy. But I didn't think everyone else would refrain, especially Mike Vecchione.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, finally I can hear some curse words. Not a peep.
No, Vecchio.
What is that? Is it a cult? Does he have? Is Nate like a cult leader? And does everyone who wants to perform in his orbit, do they worship at his altar? What's going on?
No, I mean, that's just the vibe, and that's the kind of stuff you gravitate towards. Because here's the thing. If you're a clean act, okay, you actually want clean openers.
Okay.
Because dirty jokes are hard to follow if you're clean. It's why they also tell you in comedy, like when you're building a set list, if you have dirty stuff, you shouldn't tell the clean stuff after, just within your own act. So if you're going to open clean and ski downhill, okay, that's one thing. Or you can do what we do, which is just smut from word one.
Well,
I mean,
literally, stem to stern.
We're coming out with a T-shirt gun full of smut and just pelting people in the front row.
And I've had several complaints.
Yeah.
We went to Green Valley Ranch in Nevada, you and I had messages like, well, that was a lot dirtier than I thought it was going to be. And these are from friends who know me privately. It's like, you know how I talk.
Yes. Sometimes, no. Sometimes, you understand. With Nate, he doesn't actually care one way or the other, like if you were clean or dirty, but if you're opening for him, he does.
Okay.
Meaning, he's friends with a lot of people like me who aren't necessarily subscribing to that doctrine, but there's a reason he wants the show positioned a certain way.
Very funny, though.
Yeah, he's great. He's good.
Like
Vecchione's great.
I didn't know how an arena show would accept comedy, because I've never seen comedy in a venue that big.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It's cool, right?
And Vecchione was so great.
He's fantastic.
And I was telling, my handsome chaperone, I'm like, I know him.
Aw.
I've been on Jimmy's show with him.
Yeah, you have?
Yeah.
With
And we
Mike?
did a Fox Nation special, the moon landing special.
Thank you. Mike
Yeah.
Vecchione has a great bit about the Bolt bus. He's like, I went up to the driver of the Bolt bus. I was like, what did you do before this? He goes, I used to haul trash. He goes, you still do. Hey, there you go. The Bolt bus. I don't think they're in business. We can insult Bolt. They're not a sponsor, are they?
No, not anymore.
Thank you.
They were, but up until about 30
About
seconds
30
ago.
seconds ago, they bailed.
Don't go anywhere. More Kennedy Saves the World right after this.
Here's actually topic number 3.
Uh-oh.
Jim. So we went to the Yankees game Saturday night, because I want nothing more in life than to see the New York Yankees beat the LA Dodgers. Because having spent so much time in LA, they are the most obnoxious fans. LA Lakers fans might be more obnoxious pound for pound because they're fair weather fans. And they pretend like they're fans when the Lakers are doing super crappy.
Yeah.
But Dodgers fans, they're fans year round.
Yep.
World Series winning team or garbage, they are there and they showed up. I thought it was a pro-Palestine protest because they showed up en masse and they started marching to Yankee Stadium, and I was actually missing the River to the Sea kids because they were slightly, and they're god-awful, but they were slightly more pleasant to be around than a stadium full of Dodgers fans.
Well, the River to the Sea kids can't walk that far.
No.
Have you seen them?
Oh, they are pasty.
This is a sloppy bunch.
They don't have
That's too
muscle
much
tone.
sun.
They're
There's
just
nothing. It's not
they
good.
got food allergies. I need a helmet and a hot gluten-free meal.
What do we want, DoorDash? So listen to me, though. You kind of timed this wrong because Saturday night was not the night to see the Yankees.
Yeah, it turns out I wore my Nasty Nestor jersey. So I have a jersey that says Nasty Nestor on the back. I was so excited for that. I'm like, I can wear this. It's new, the season. It's like Nestor is pitching at home. It's like fantastic. So I'm like, this is the night. This is like the good luck charm. It wasn't.
Nothing.
I burned it.
Nothing. But they wound up winning last night.
Yes.
1 out of 3. Listen, it's a marquee matchup, though. I mean, they're the two best teams. Yankees have the best record in baseball right now. Dodgers are right up there with them. And the Dodgers do this every year. They win like 103 games and flame out in the playoffs.
They sure did last year.
Yeah, I don't see this going anywhere for them. Oh, they're exciting. They're a good team.
That's all MLB wants, though.
Yeah.
Like, this is what they want. They want to go, this is your World Series.
They would kill for this
Yes.
matchup. It would be great for baseball. I mean, listen, there was no Soto either.
No, and when Trent Grisham was up to
Last
bat,
night.
they were chanting, "We want Soto."
And he hit a home run.
Yeah, and he hit a home run last night.
Bang!
That was so great.
Good for him. He should.
And he looks like it looked like Dr. Evil and Mini-Me. Him and Aaron Judge in
when
the
they met
outfield. It was great.
I love that. He should have gave the crowd the finger running the bases though. He should have pulled a Jack McDowell. We had a guy, Jack McDowell, who's a White Sox pitcher, came over to the Yankees. He encountered some adversity one day.
Yeah.
It was a rough season. And he was walking off the mound. He famously gave the crowd the finger. It was on the cover of every newspaper.
Oh, that's great.
It's a very uncommon gesture.
And you know what? But New Yorkers really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, and of course, there were a lot of fair weather Dodgers fans who were in New York for work. They probably work in film or television, and they're just insufferable a-holes. And it's like, they bought a Dodgers hat 3 days ago off Amazon.
The brand new one.
And so there was this chick sitting next to me, and every time Shohei came up to bat, the stadium booed him.
Really?
And she was like, and I was booing. I was booing right along with them. And she's like, oh my God. What is going on here? That's so rude.
But you were just booing because he's Asian. I mean, it was... I'm kidding. I'm being silly, you guys.
This is an American sport. You can
Come
bet on
on,
it.
get out of here. That's pretty funny. Listen, I love the idea, though, okay, because the sports are at their best when the big teams are at their best.
Yes, amen.
So
Well
that part is really good for the game. And I love the passion that comes to the stadium for an event like this because it's rare. Like the Yankees and the Dodgers used to only play in the World Series. Interleague changed this to where you'd play the opposing league in a different division every year. So you get the Dodgers every 3 years, every 4 years. They're now going to be playing them every year. And I think Major League Baseball was smart to do that because it's called an exotic. You're seeing people in a location you wouldn't otherwise ever see them in, and it holds a lot of value. So I don't doubt last night, Sunday Night Baseball probably rated through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Did it top the rerun of Fox News Saturday Night with Jimmy Fallon? Probably
Absolutely
not.
not.
Probably
No.
not. But I
No.
mean,
I heard you broke several
A gal
TV
can
sets.
dream. A gal can dream.
Well, Jim, I think we have a lot to look forward to this
Yep.
week. I think they're going to frog march Hunter Biden right into the electric chair. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen
That's
this
what we
week.
were told.
Yeah.
We were told he's going down. He didn't testify. But if you do want to hear stories about the Bidens having sex, you could read Ashley Biden's diary, right?
Oh,
You still got
it
that
is
as an option.
mercy.
Gross.
That is rough stuff.
Gross. We're not going to go there.
No, I already did.
Yeah,
I
we
read
kinda-
a great article
yeah.
by Maureen Callahan
Yeah,
in the Daily
you
Mail.
did.
And I
Yeah,
was like,
you
oh,
did.
this is a doozy. All right, Jim, great show Saturday night. Can't wait to see what you have this week.
Buckle up.
And we're getting prepped for 248.
You better. It's going to happen.
It's on.
Can't wait.
This has been Kennedy Saves the World along with Jimmy Fela. I'm Kennedy.
Listen ad-free with a Fox News Podcast Plus subscription on Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Prime members can listen to this show ad-free on the Amazon Music app.
Oh, go ahead and leave me a review while you're there. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
You've been listening to Kennedy Saves the World on the Fox News Podcast Network.